You're watching America Trends. We're grooving out to Mr. Brad Rambur's saxophone. What else you got going in that piece? There. You are a cybersecurity expert, and we are talking about, before the break, we were talking about these YouTubers and influencers and how their reach can be harmful to people. And this one particular influencer who's under fire, Colleen Ballinger, Miranda Sings, she was apparently reaching out to a 13-year-old boy and having inappropriate conversations, and maybe more. We just know about, at least I was just reading about this one. And I feel like, you know, it's been the wild, wild west. It still kind of is, right?
Yeah.
The interwebs, right?
Yes.
So this is why people like you come into play.
Yeah.
And this is a level of the social media conversations that we should be having with our kids. Is also what's the content you're watching? Who are the influencers you're looking at?
Yeah.
And knowing they're not necessarily experts. They're not doctors or people that have licenses to be saying what they're saying. They're just having fun. It's entertainment. It's not education necessarily.
You said the magic word.
I did?
Yeah.
Do I get
Anytime
do I get a
we yeah, quite possibly. What's in the cup? Man, this is a powerful point. Is it education or is it entertainment? Anything that could be uttered. My problem with the laptop at home is my wife does not work on a computer for a living. So when she's at home, she might be researching something, shopping, whatnot. When she sees me with one, she thinks I'm doing the same thing she is. I'm actually working.
Right.
Or she can't tell if I'm working or if I'm researching something for fun or entertaining myself. That is the dilemma we all face with the use of the devices, is why am I doing this? And so to the point of launching a YouTube channel or whatnot, are you doing this to take care of you, or are you doing this to share with others? What is the balance of that? Because if you're trying to take care of others, you can go the Mother Teresa direction and it's completely selfless.
Right.
Or you can put out something that looks like it might be helpful. Really what it is your opportunity to collect people watching you so you can make money from ads and subscriptions and
that's,
such
I
and
mean,
forth. Yeah.
The first part of that is definitely not the case for most people.
But there's a balance in between where you can put something out as a public service to help others. And I think that's what's missing.
That's true.
And a lot of the motivation here is, why am I doing this? Is this actually helpful to someone
Well,
else?
one of the influencers I was talking about in the first block is this influencer who is under fire because she went to this Shein factory in China, and she is a plus size model slash activist slash influencer. And I kind of went down a rabbit hole listening to her videos, and she truly, from what it seems, is in this to help other people who look like her, who feel like her, to feel like they matter, to feel like they fit in, and she is becoming a spokesperson for them. Now, what the problem is, though, is that then everyone takes what she's saying for gospel or whatever and
assumes it's fact.
And then, it's like you're in the limelight 1 second, and the second you say one thing that's out of place, you're shot down and you are now the devil and the most horrible person. And it's a hard place to be.
Yeah, the scrutiny.
For both. The scrutiny, yeah.
I think causes some significant mental health issues.
Right. I was worried about her actually when I was watching all this, because you read the comments and people are so vile in these comments. So much venom comes out behind the screen, when you're shooting.
When you're hiding behind a device that you wouldn't say to someone's face.
So it's a challenging world that our kids are now. It's everything to them, and they're used to it. But I do wonder the toll that it's taking, and it's very dangerous.
Quick, funny sort of story.
Okay.
About my household. So I have teenagers, 17 and 15. 15-year-old, I have boys, has a girlfriend. And he knows no social media and no first-person shooter games. Okay, I just said not happening.
Good job. High five on that one.
All right. So next thing is his girlfriend really wants him to get Snapchat. He's like, not doing it. She goes, you can ask my dad. And that deep-throated laugh.
Yeah.
She knows what's coming.
Yeah.
Your dad's scary. I'm not doing that. Okay, we're right where we're at. I'm not trying to rule by fear, but I explain why this and not this, largely because of our conversations, Mary. I say, guys, this is what's up. Okay, so here's how to think about this. And they're like, I'm living a pretty full life without it. And if you want to talk to somebody, talk to them.
Right.
Shoot them a text. You got the phone number.
Yeah.
You don't need to reach out and be in contact with a bunch of people you're never going to see.
Right. Right.
So as a young person,
what are you getting out of it? It just confuses me.
Well,
See, I don't learn from my own segments because my daughters are on Snapchat, but they are very busy. They are very active.
Are you monitoring?
How do I monitor something that disappears? I can't monitor that.
I can teach you how.
Okay, that's a whole nother segment. I monitor their behavior and their personalities and how they treat me, which is not the most, they're teenagers, let's just go ahead and say.
Yeah.
And to see the gray hair, that's
I don't see a one.
Okay, let's talk a little bit. Oh, you're so sweet. It's the steakhouse lighting. Okay, so let's talk about one quick question.
Yep.
I have this Apple device, okay, and I was told a long time ago that I'm very safe from hackers because Macs don't get hacked. So is this real? Because I saw another article saying, maybe they do. So, you know, and what are the different kinds of issues I need to be worried about?
One, there are lies, there are damn lies, and there are statistics.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say this. A lot less effort is put into compromising Macintoshes than the Windows platforms, just because there are significantly fewer of them. Okay?
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I did not know that.
Way more Windows machines.
I live in my Apple world, so
yes, Mary's in the bubble. The bubble is shaped like an apple, by the way. So yeah, so that's the first thing is it's not that they can't be compromised. Apple takes that stuff very seriously. I'm not doing an Apple commercial, but because there are fewer of them, people tend to write things that are going to break Windows.
Well, that's interesting. I thought it was because they had such, you know, high levels, elite levels of whatever you call it.
Security.
Security. Thank you. What's that word? Stop laughing at me.
It's the syllable after cyber, Mary, and that whole thing.
Oh, cybersecurity. That's why you're here. What are we doing? I don't know. Okay.
Refer to figure A. So
I told you I need.
Yeah, the practical matter is they do a really, really good job, right? If they're going to keep the FBI out of some device that they're a potential terrorist and a shooter used, that's a philosophy, right?
Okay.
But they have to have the technology to underpin that. I'm not saying that was the right move politically, right? But that being said, just a lot less likely, but it can be done. It has to be done in a different way than you would normally see, but there is ransomware, there is all that stuff for that.
And if you suspect that something's gone on, first thing to do is shut it down, right?
Yes.
Power it down. Should you power it down every day?
I think it's a great idea.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't do that, Brad.
Well, maybe.
Does anyone else? I do not do that, but I'm going to start.
Yes, since I'm your.
What about the camera on the piece of tape on the camera? I took that off. Sorry.
Well, it's actually a great idea.
I'm sorry. I know. It just
prior to 2019.
No one's watching.
Yeah, it's all right. prior to 2019, it was a thing. Apple fixed it.
Okay.
Then we found out that Zoom
Oh
has a
God.
similar problem. So software you run on the computer could be equally more
Dangerous.
or more troublesome than
All right, fine. Everyone home, we're out of time on this show at this lovely place. Thank you for being here.
Yes, ma'am.
You're watching America Trends. We're here every night of the week, and we'll see you